Ring Sting, Lewis Bowden, and the Arrow, Shane McGuirk. And would you please welcome their opponents? It's the streaming sensation that is PieFace and Super Ted Evetts.
Green light, let's get it. I'm the future, I'm in it. Check score, I'm winning. Green light, let's get it. I just win, 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 win. I'm on 10, 10, 10, 10, 10. Hello, I'm Evetts. I got the recipe. I got the flow.
Well, we're about to cast our eye over now one of the most experienced pairs in this event. We've got Ted Evetts, the only world champion we've got taken in the lineup today, the youth world champion of 2021, a player who has picked up 14 development tour titles, 2 challenge tour titles, and he is partnering here with PieFace. PieFace, a man who's got some experience. He's been playing on those big stages with the PDC. He's done something that a lot of us are very envious of. He's actually played darts on the World Match Play stage. He's recently been playing on the Premier League stages, and this goes back to 2021. So plenty of experience here for PieFace, taking on quite a new sort of partnership to darts. Shane McGuirk is a young player making waves within the world of darts at the moment, playing on the PDC Challenge Tour and Development Tour, and he's been doing very well. He's got a qualification ticket already booked for Lakeside, where he'll make his World Championship debut this year. He got that off the back of winning a WF Gold event, that over in Ireland, when he picked up back-to-back titles of the Killarney Open and the Irish Open, beating a field of over 600
Here we
players.
go, ladies and gentlemen, first leg. It's Lewis Bowden and Shane McGuirk to throw first. Game
And then we
on.
get Lewis, who is quite possibly the loudest in a room full of people who are known for being quite loud and outgoing.
Yeah, well, when we talk about experience, Lewis Bowden's not got too much of it.
22.
That was the voice of Jack Garwood, who comes to join us for commentary for the next couple of games, nicknamed Gob, and I'm sure he's going to be using plenty of it.
I'm definitely going to try.
76.
Decent first start that from PieFace. We should probably let you know at this point that they aren't his darts. He is currently using the former person that was sat in this chair,
100.
Mr. Taylor Neller's darts. PieFace tweeted out this morning, rather embarrassingly, that he has travelled for a charity darts event and left his darts at home.
120.
Well, I would like to sit here and really sort of give a little bit of abuse, shall we say, for that. A little bit of banter, but I can't. I just can't do it. And the reason being,
22.
I've been there
They're
myself.
consistent now, though.
At Pro Tour in Barnsley, I turned up and didn't take my darts. To a professional darts
41.
tournament, I did not take my darts. And I had to ring home to a friend of mine, Thornton Darts, who drove up, and he got there just a little bit too late. So I had to take on Johnny Clayton
140.
using 2 darts of one set and 1 of another.
Now, I've heard of professionals losing their darts via aeroplanes and then travelling to the European Tour, but I've not really heard of a pro leaving their darts at home, Matt. Maybe. This might be a bit harsh,
40.
but that's why you're sat next to me now.
Yeah, thanks for that. Yeah, it's a Sunday, you know. Thought I'd get a day off from the abuse, but no, thank you. There's one thing about
40.
Lewis Bowden, he's really embracing the experience, and for someone who doesn't really play a lot of darts, he was asked how often he actually plays, even at home, and the answer was every now
40.
and then. He's not even one of these players that collect and have multiple sets of darts. He's just got the one. I hope it means one set.
59.
I've never seen a man cheer the first dart being below the treble 20, but we've just seen that from Lewis in the background. He's certainly very mobile on stage, shall we say.
119.
There are some anxious bodies out there. You can see it because there's a lot of
144.
movement on the stage. It's like the stage is hot. It looks like they're playing the floor is lava.
I do feel sorry for our team behind the scenes because usually we use the bullseye challenges or various other things to set where we think the
72.
players are going to be for the week with the cameras.
PieFace requires
And we're having to use a
65.
significantly wider shot for some of these guys.
Well, he's half the
33.
score, has Lewis
Jamie
Bowden.
requires
Did he just go
72.
for the bullseye? Brave.
Double six.
66.
That'll hurt. That's not a nice one
Teddy
for a
required
non-dart
32.
player to be returning to if they get a chance.
Yeah, you don't want to be giving Ted Evetts opportunities.
Game
Quality
shot the
player is
first
Ted
leg.
Evetts.
Ted Evetts
Just
and
dropped off the
PieFace.
Pro Tour as of last year, and I'm sure he'll be back there
Out of the
very
way.
soon.
Second leg is PieFace to throw first.
One place we know he's going to be here all of this week. He's going to be taking part in the main lineup for the
81.
Super Series for the week, so he's got a long time down here in Portsmouth, and it will be his second attempt at a victory here at the Super Series. And I tell you what, I think with the experience that he'd have gained from last time and understanding the format, he's going to be
45.
one of the runners and riders this week that you want to keep an eye on. The action starts at 9:30 a.m. on Monday, and we'll be bringing you 6 days loaded with darts right here on the Super Series
57.
YouTube channel. So if you are new to the Super Series YouTube channel, just tuning in today for the first time, do hit that subscribe button, and also we would appreciate if you just hit that little thumbs up
140.
button as well.
I think you're 100% right about Ted as well. I was reffing that week where he just failed to get out of 2 groups.
41.
He missed out, I think, on leg difference in Group A on the Wednesday, and it seemed to take its toll on him for the rest of the week. He never really settled again, constantly chasing, but I think he's got a great
40.
chance coming in next week, starting tomorrow.
We're also getting to the end of the Premier League campaign at the moment with the PDC darts. Just a couple of weeks to go before we get to the knockout
123.
phases, and both PieFace and Lewis Bowden got completely different contrasting opinions on who's going to be picking up that title. Lewis Bowden thinks it's going to go the way of Michael van
60.
Gerwen, whereas PieFace thinks it's going to the 17-year-old Sation, the nuke Luke Littler. If you think you know who's going to win the Premier League, do put it in the YouTube chat. Let's see what the vibe is in here.
Not to poo on Mr. Van Gerwen's chances, but Lewis is renowned for some dreadful opinions. That one's not too bad. I mean, there are worse players in the world of darts to be back in to go and lift another Premier League title than Michael van Gerwen, but yeah, Mr. Newcastle fan himself.
Ted, you require 102.
Tell you what, he could be our MC if he carries on. He's whipping this crowd up into a great little frenzy.
He's up for it, isn't he?
42.
He's going to need Shane McGuirk to dig him out of a bit of trouble here, though.
We know he's capable from what we've seen from him on that Super Series stage and in regards to the various tours, but not on this occasion. And, well, it's over to PieFace. He's not going to get a dart.
I don't want to say that was poor, Matt, but it wasn't great.
13.
Well, from 60, he's been unable to leave Ted Evetts on a finish. And Bowden's celebrating before he's even thrown a dart.
We'll find out. Lewis should require 24.
It's a bold strategy. Let's see if it pays off.
Double 12, yes.
Shane McGuirk is rubbing his hands together. Hopefully we've got a spare tyre.
And our referee gets a bit of danger money for this event because he's in a world of trouble if this goes anywhere. Oh my God.
Well, that was nearly one of the greatest adjustments I've ever seen in my life.
That's a really good marker as well, with an all-in-one flight and stem.
10.
And I'm not even joking when I say this. Our referee, Owen Biggs, actually has moved a bit
47.
further away from the board.
He'll be in the practice room any time.
Be up here looking through the glass.
Game show the second leg.
Ted
Ted
Evetts,
Evetts and PieFace.
smooth and comfortable as always on the outer ring.
To throw first.
Doubles the lead, and they're
Game
now
on.
just a leg away from booking a place in the semi-finals. We don't know who they will play. We'll find out in the next game, when I'm sure the YouTube chat is going to go a little bit ballistic when
30.
Charlie Murphy takes to the stage in about 10 minutes' time.
Yeah, a lot of work to be done for Charlie as well. If you're going to be as vocal as he was
60.
in choosing his partner in Fallon Cherokee, better not let down the Queen of the Palace.
We did ask in that last leg if anyone would like to share with us your opinion on who you
60.
think is going to win the Premier League, and I can say that a lot of people are going the way of Luke Littler. Max Smith thinks that is going to go the way of Luke Littler. Ethan thinks Luke Littler. Ollie Jordan. Loads of people. Really big fans for the...
You were going for Sam Pennington's comment then. Matt Edgar will win the Premier League. He's really good at darts.
Yeah, well, I don't know if you realise, but what I was doing, I was trying to pick out the easy-to-read ones. I'm not very good at pronouncing names and reading things.
25. Someone told me you were the favourite.
Those that can't do, commentate.
Yeah. It might be, I think they were silly, yeah.
Reminder
36.
that it is 2-0 in the favour of PieFace and Ted Evetts. And looking at the scoreboard at the moment, I don't think there's going to be too long left in this. We've got a really strong partnership here in PieFace and Ted, and they seem to have good camaraderie up there on the stage as well, which is very important when you're playing pairs, that you sort of
59.
have some form of relationship with your opponent.
Yeah, definitely. Even when it comes down to things like setting up for a good double that your partner prefers. I'm not sure that's going to be an issue here, though.
8.
The anguish on Shane McGuirk's
I've never
face
really
there.
shouted 8 in a schooling visit ever.
A little bit
really
of trouble. You can't be telling the crowd, come on.
Well, especially after you've hit at 8 anyway. I get it if you do a George Scaife and pop in a 180, which if you haven't seen that yet, by the way, was one of the greatest things I've ever seen.
80.
First 3 darts and he kicks off with a max.
Do you know how many people have come up to me already and go, how on earth have you superimposed a 180 that early? It was real! Ooh, I thought that might have been another one then.
125.
Well, he's gotten back into the leg. Well, at one point, it looked like it was going to be cruise control.
44.
Ted Evetts with a bit of a slip here. This is a moment where if you can find something, it doesn't even matter if it's a spawny treble 18.
To a finish is the problem. And he hasn't done so. And that's the issue. Because now Shane's setting up for Lewis.
150.
Go on, go for the ball.
Boom. Trying to do the Simon Whitlock, the 3-ball combination.
27.
We've actually got Simon Whitlock's son coming up in the next game, Mason Whitlock, a player we have seen here on the Super Series stage as well.
He went for the 3 bullseyes twice on his appearance here as well, so maybe we'll get that one
95.
from Mason later on in the day.
123.
This for the match. Treble 18. Would have left the ball. Do you know what? I genuinely think PieFace would have run and jumped off the back of the stage and done some form of stage dive.
I can't tell you that.
Instead, it falls to PieFace to possibly get them over the line in this match. Oh my. Where has that come from? Double 12 now for Bowden.
62.
And he's put 2 good markers in on that double 12, just on the outside wide, but it's not been enough in the last 2 legs. And now PieFace. $51 on 79.
33.
Well, he does have that experience of being on the stage, but it's often guided by the likes of Russ Bray when it comes down to the finishing.
Shot on the 3rd leg. Lewis Bowden and Shane McGuirk.
That's an even bigger reaction than we saw from George, who nailed a 180 and then decided to take a selfie with it. This game now goes on to a 4th leg.
Just drink in that celebration. Could you imagine if they actually win the match?
Imagine if you win the match.
Imagine if they win the tournament.
Oh, I just said that, Owen. Thank you.
If they do win the tournament, remember that the winners of the pairs event and then the winner of the singles event will be nominating a charity for all of the proceeds for today to be donated to.
One of the questions we asked earlier on, how would you celebrate a 180?
97.
Or how did you celebrate your first 180? And Lewis Bowden said, still waiting.
He might be celebrating one for his partner here, though.
140.
I dread to think what he'd do if he actually hit a 180 himself.
I think we might have to wait to the next edition of this before we find out.
Yeah, I think there's maybe a little bit of a, should we say, grouping to be improved on before there's any 180s being hit on there, but I do stand corrected. And I will remind you as well that Modus are putting up an extra £100 into the prize pot, which will be donated to charity.
60.
For every single 180 that is hit by an influencer.
We've already seen one from George.
55.
PieFace might go close.
Will be quite a nice donation that to charity. It will be given out
Maybe
to the
not
charity of choice of the winner.
5.
I mean, grouping-wise, that is a fantastic visit from PieFace. Scoring-wise, not so efficient.
I like that. Take the positives. Take the positives. Reminder, guys, the score in this one is 2-1 in favour of PieFace and Ted Evetts.
Did you see the look of astonishment on Shane McGuirk's face then when Lewis Bowden had just fired it into the treble 20 and then missed the board with his final dart? It's a long way over the Irish Sea for Shane to be here, by the way.
59.
He loves darts, doesn't he? He'd play it anywhere with Shane McGuirk.
PieFace, you require
Leaves him on
140.
60, which is the visit that PieFace made a mess of last time. Hang on. Ooh. Should go downstairs. Might go for the ball.
67. Going to swear a bit more there, PieFace.
We apologise for
Lewis,
that language if you picked it up.
60.
Surely not. Gone close to double 12 a couple of times. He does hit a double, but it is the wrong one. And it leaves Shane McGuirk on the very
73.
awkward double 19. If he gets a visit, Ted Evetts coming back for 73. We'll start on the treble 19. Double 20 for the match.
33.
Goes high. Shane McGuirk has a chance to send this one to a decider mat,
38.
which is not something we would have expected about 10 minutes ago.
Oh no, I was putting the writing on the wall. I didn't expect this at all. But Shane McGuirk. Oh, that's a bit awkward. Oh,
Got to get
surely
brave
not.
with it now, haven't you?
Surely can't get this in from there. What a
Getting
dart!
shot
Oh my!
perfect.
Oh
Lewis
my!
Bowden, Shane
What an
McGuirk.
absolute quality dart that was from Shane McGuirk.
Fifth and final
He was just
leg.
throwing
It's
in the
Lewis
dark. He was
to
just
throw
throwing and
first.
hoping,
Game
and he
on.
somehow hit the double 19.
If they pull this off, the guys in the front row should duck and cover because Lewis Bowden could end up absolutely anywhere.
I reckon he could
41.
Devon Dudley himself through the tables.
Right, who had 18 minutes on Matt Egger making a wrestling reference?
41.
Oh, I think I've done all right. We're on game number 3 so far, aren't we? I've not talked about The Undertaker or anything yet. We're normally a good one to go to. I will keep you up to date with the scores throughout the action.
59.
That's why we're trying to fix the issues that we're facing with the scoreboard. Like me, they don't tend to work Sundays.
Not used to this personally.
82.
So PieFace and Evetts just in the lead.
33.
It's not a terrible action on Lewis Bowden. He's just not very efficient at using it.
That's a very polite way of putting it. Yeah, I like that.
With a bit of work,
11.
there's a
Whose
60
idea
average
was it to
player in
make
this
this
at
best
least.
of 5, by the way.
Yeah, a lot of people have these sort of functionality in terms of the technique, but it's just the effort and the time and what you put into making it work. And Shane McGuirk making it work here at 1, 2, 3 moves them down to 245. They have stolen the lead in a game that looked like it was all about Ted Evetts and PieFace, but they could be about to take another. Shall we say upset? We had an upset in our last game. The darts referee and Ashley Coleman both going out in the first round stage.
36.
Yeah, I'd say this would be an upset. You think of the experience and the opportunities that PieFace has had, plus the ability of Ted, who played very, very consistently the first couple of legs, but he has just been
85.
off the boil a little bit when this comeback has been on. Credit to Shane McGuirk, though. He has been excellent for the last couple of legs. He has really thought to get these two back into this one.
59.
Well, that 59 moves him down to a finish. 150 left for Shane McGuirk and Bowden. I don't think it's going to be an issue in the next visit, but you never know. And Ted Evetts is motoring down 186, 130 scored, leaves just 56 points. And that might be in touching distance for PieFace.
2-dart combination. Bowden goes for the ball. That is very optimistic. He's not been able to hit a double on the board so far yet, or one that he was throwing at, and he's just gone for the smallest target possible.
Well, if you don't think PieFace is capable of this, just on Monday, PieFace hit a 9-dart leg in preparation and practice for this. I mean...
201?
301. It was 301, he says, but it shows that he's capable. And he's not a bad player, and he's missed that opportunity. McGuirk, a lot to do here. 145. 2 trebles needed, which won't go. Ted Evetts coming back. Double 9. 3 darts in hand to finally get over the line.
Again, it's not the nicest double that they find themselves on, and it is tops left for Bowden if he gets a visit. But he does not. Ted Evetts and PieFace take the win in our third quarter-final, beating Shane McGuirk and Lewis Bowden by 3 legs to 2.
Lead in the end, 2-0 up, but they get back to 2 apiece, and Ted Evetts getting over the line in the end. You see what it means to PieFace, a huge darts fan. He'll want this title for sure, but if he's going to get it, they're going to have to go through the winner of Proddy C and Mason Whitlock, and possibly the favourites, Charlie Murphy and Fallon Sherrick. That game is coming next.